like and subscribe. MAGA Republicans don't know who they're voting for, the character of the person they're voting for, or what they are voting for. They don't realize that they're taking freedoms away from themselves. They also don't realize that what they're listening to on Fox is fraudulent information. Fox won a lawsuit which permitted them to lie to the public under the auspices that they are an entertainment channel. And they stated in that lawsuit that if people don't know we're an entertainment channel, that's their fault for being stupid. Basic, to paraphrase what they said. And the reality of the situation is they're misleading people. They're misleading the public. And another reality of the situation is that there is no such thing as a conservative or a liberal. Because everything that conservatives state they want, some of it I am in agreement with, and some of it is not. Liberal, am I a liberal? It depends. It also depends on the situation. Am I into homosexuality? No. Deuteronomy 22, verse 5 in the Bible says that it's an abomination. So no, I'm not into homosexuality. I'm not into abortion. I'm not into gay marriages. Now, does that make me a conservative? Yeah. But do I believe in corporate control over everything? No, I don't believe in corporate control. So does that make me a conservative? No, I don't agree with nothing coming out, very little coming out of Donald Trump's mouth. So does that make me a liberal? No, it doesn't. This whole idea of putting people in a box and calling some people liberal and some people conservative is to separate people. It's simply to separate people. And Kamala Harris, she was doomed to lose. She lost because Biden supported Israel, and most Americans do not support Israel. They do not support the genocide. She also lost because most Americans do not support teaching children about homosexuality at the age of 8 years old. Do I support that? No, that's all Democratic ideology. I don't support any of that. But the reality of the situation is that Republicans are more openly racist. So if you're black, you're going to lean away from Republicans because they're overtly racist. But does that make you a conservative? No, it doesn't. It makes you a free, independent thinker. And we've been categorized in this country with yes and no in between. You're either a Republican or you're a Democrat, and there's no in between. And if you're an independent, you're stuck in the middle. You're stuck in the middle of BS. Now, Donald Trump, he's talking about he's not going to give it, he's going to support Israel. Donald Trump is going to support Israel the same way Kamala Harris is supporting Israel. The only difference between the Democrat and Republican is this. The Democrats are liberal when it comes to supporting the working class people. Democrats support the working class people. Republicans support the rich people. They support the rich. And when people voted in Ohio, when people voted for gerrymandering, they were taking their freedoms away from them. And the MAGA Republicans, they don't even know what gerrymandering is. They have no idea what they're voting for. And we've been set up. We were set up in this election. Either you vote for a person that's going to teach your kids, your 8 and 10-year-old children, homosexuality and genocide, or you vote for a person, or you vote for a pedophile, liar, racist, failure as a businessman, and draft dodger. Those were our choices. How can you pick between it? Those were choices that the average American don't want Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. The average American don't want Democrats or Republicans. We're simply voting for the lesser of two evils, and that's all it is. That's all it is. It's a game. It's a game, and the Illuminati sets the rules and makes the rules. And they put you in situations where you really don't have a true opinion. They put you in a situation where you truly can't vote your heart. You can't vote your heart. Because there is more evil on both sides than there are good. There's more evil in the Republican Party, more evil in the Democratic Party than there are good ideas. At no time during this election year did any of them mention solving the problem of the national debt. They just totally ignored it. They agreed to ignore it. Healthcare, that's full of BS. Every industrialized country in the world has healthcare, national healthcare, except the United States. And the United States, we pay for healthcare and free college for Israel. And we give 50% of our GNP is going to the military, and they lost the war in the Ukraine. They lost the war in Israel, and they're being kicked out of Africa. They're not winning anywhere, and then there are billions of dollars that are missing. Then we have 800 bases all over the world. All of them are sitting ducks and can be bombed at any time. And we can't defend them. The only thing the United States can do, we have an Air Force, and the only thing we can do is try to scare people by dropping bombs. But can we put feet on the ground? Can we put soldiers on the ground? No. No. This situation is ridiculous. And the only thing I can do is pray.